Hola clase. So today we're going to talk about the alphabet, and depending on what book you're using or whether you have handouts from me or whether you're reading the book itself, you are going to find that there are different versions of the alphabet. If you go on YouTube, there's going to be different versions of the Spanish alphabet. That's because there were some changes made in 1999, as well as some changes just recently within the last 10 years. Some things have changed as well. So I'm going to give you the version that seems most common, and then I'm going to talk to you, at least to me, because this is how I learned it. But we're going to talk about the changes that have been made. So let's just start off with the simple first line of this. I'm doing this in lines because it matches the song that I will give you a link to that I like to use to learn the Spanish alphabet. But that's why they're in these line formats. All right. So the first line: A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F. If you find a Spanish dictionary and it was created before 1999, Che is its own separate letter, and CH does not come after CE. Okay, CO would come before CH in some of those dictionaries because Che was a letter in the Spanish alphabet until 1999. So A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F. I'm having it in here so that you will recognize that it could be a letter in a dictionary, and you might even see it in your book that way. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F. And then G, H, I, J, K. G, H, I, J, K. G, H, I, J, K. K is not used very frequently, usually in only words like kilo, words that come from different countries, because Q and C are used for a K sound in Spanish speaking countries. So the K is not very common and even eliminated a little bit more at the most recent dictionary change. Okay, so words like kilometro, you'll see a K, but if it's not from a different language, we'll use C or Q. L, ella, M, N, ñ. L, ella, M, N, ñ. The ella has also been removed from most standard dictionaries that are recent. So you may be able to look up dictionary just by the L, but some books, some teachers, and some older dictionaries will have ella as its own letter. So L, ella, M, N, ñ. O, P. Remember when you say your vowel sounds and letters, they're often shortened. In English, our vowels are long. A, E, I, O, U, A. But in Spanish, those sounds are going to be shorter, and that's going to help you sound more like a native speaker. A, E, I, O, U. So when we say O, P, don't say O, P, okay? O, P, okay? Q, R, R, S, T. Q-R-R-S-T. The R, when you have two R's, is a much longer trill to it. So Q-R-R-S-T. Or an R at the beginning of a word will have that same more, a longer sound to it. Q-R-R-S-T. U, P, W, X, Y. U, P, W, X, Y. Y has now been changed by the dictionary to Y, but since I learned it Y, and you'll hear that quite often, we're going to go with Y. That's a lot harder than Y, and so I think we'll just stick with that one for now, but just know that if you hear that, that's also the name of that letter. U, P, W, X, Y, Z, Z. And if we sing the song, Yo sé el alfabeto, ole. So let's go ahead and say this again. Why has the name changed? Ella is no longer in the accepted alphabet. Che is not in the accepted alphabet since 1999. But you still might need to know it as a letter, because if you use an older dictionary or someone that, you know, we don't always keep up with the newest grammar rules in English, so a lot of native speakers might still use these as letters or think of them as letters. So that's why we're learning them. All right, so it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, E, M, N, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Yo sé el alfabeto. Ole! And that's the song that I will give you a link to if you're in my class to go pull up on the internet and do it over and over till you get them down so that if we start spelling in class or you say, ¿cómo se escribe? I can give you the letters and you will know what I'm saying and you'll be able to spell it correctly on your own paper. So it is important to know the alphabet even though it's not imperative for speaking the language. It is if you're trying to spell something out or trying to figure out a word and you're like, how are you saying that? I can't hear it correctly. And then I can spell it to you and give you the letters. So memorize these letters, get them down, and I'll see you later. Hasta luego.